Rob, there was a story today reported by several outlets, Bleacher Report, Shams Charania of The Athletic, about Kyrie Irving contacting LeBron James.
I thought he lost LeBron's number. No,
he look. Honestly, and I was gonna say, he loves LeBron now, but I'm glad. I'm glad that they have rekindled their respect for each other. First of all, and I assume they have some type of friendship. I'm not gonna say that they're boys. I don't know, but they clearly have some type of good relationship, and so I'm glad that they could reconcile that. Kyrie, of course, forced his way out of Cleveland and seems to regret it, Rob, because, he's talked about it in the past. How had he been more mature, he would have stayed there and won more championships. I think, Rob, Kyrie, who I do respect his heart and a lot of what he means well, I think, in a lot of situations. But I think he's unfortunate. I think he's going to look back on a lot of his career like that. One, he's not going to make all the money he could have made. And I know that's not everything, but still, he wants money. And two, just with, Rob, we've talked about it. You and I believed in that Brooklyn team as much as anybody in the media.
Oh, yeah.
And they were legit. And they definitely had a great chance for a few years to win championships. And that fell apart largely because of Kyrie. And now, Rob, seems like he wants to play with LeBron. Most of the talk was about him going to LA, but for that to happen, first of all, the reports are that the Lakers aren't even interested in him. Let's just get that out in the open first. But then if they were interested, it would likely have to be where Kyrie would have to take less money than he could get, less than the max. Max would be roughly $47 million the first year. He'd have to take about 32, something like that, million. And Rob, the story was that Kyrie has reached out to LeBron trying to convince him or seeing if he would want to join him in Dallas. Now, first of all, that's not a total impossibility, but a near impossibility.
Chris, that's the part of the story that I just don't like. Like, if it was the other way around, or him coming to LA or something,
right?
But him going to LeBron going to Dallas doesn't even fit.
Financially, because trades have to make sense in the NBA financially, and LeBron would have to take a buyout and then take less money to go to Dallas. Come on, that's lunacy. And then, or they could do a sign and trade. Why in the world would the Lakers do that? Unless you're giving me Luka. If I'm the Lakers, I'm like, look, y'all offering Luka? Luka for LeBron, straight up, deal. Other than that, I'm not interested. But here's the thing, Rob. This reminds me of Kyrie at that press conference after they got swept, the Nets, by Boston. And he talked about how he's got to sit down with Joe Tsai, the owner, and Sean Marks, the GM. And I don't know if he mentioned Nash, Steve, the head coach. But, we got to sit down and put the team together, see what we need. And all the while, it was like, what? Like, this is Kyrie taking on something that's not his to take on. And look, Luka has said LeBron James was his idol, Rob. And obviously has great respect for LeBron. I think they have a good relationship. I don't know if they're friends or not, but, obviously a good relationship. But I got to be honest, and this is nothing against LeBron. It's just the media spectacle that follows him. If I'm Luka, I'm not really trying to add LeBron. Because right now, like if I'm Luka at 24 years old, about to enter my 5th season, guess what I'm thinking? The same thing LeBron was thinking at that age. Yo, I can get it done myself. I need my teammates and good players, but it's my show and I can get it done.
I want to do my own thing.
Right.
Absolutely.
And while, look, I will say this, the way LeBron played this past season, that would work with Luka if he continued to play that way. Like, he was off the ball. He wasn't the quote-unquote system. It could work theoretically, but still, Rob, LeBron he'll be 39 next year. And beyond that, even if this isn't even LeBron making it about him, but everyone else would make it about LeBron. That season, Rob, would become LeBron's quest for ring number 5.
Yep. It would all be about LeBron. It would. It would.
I'm not even putting that on LeBron.
It's just the nature of the story and his career, Chris, and what's going on. It absolutely would be that. And that's the problem with it.
Yep.
It is.
And so, right, if I'm Luka, I'm also, and I don't know, did Kyrie talk to Luka about this? If he did, my guess is Luka was polite about it. Oh, you can get LeBron, sure.
I doubt that he talked to him.
He probably didn't
Chris,
talk to him. Right.
I mean, right? Just we don't know. Your gut is that he didn't talk to him.
I would think he didn't talk to him. Right. He probably, I would guess he didn't talk to him.
Kyrie's not even in the fold yet with a new contract.
Right.
I just don't even understand that, Chris.
If I'm Luka, Rob, I'm a bit bothered.
You don't even have a deal. What?
Right.
And you're offering a spot on my team?
Rob.
You're offering a spot on my team?
Right. It's my squad. We were doing just fine. In fact, we were
until
the 5th
you got
seed.
there. Until you
got
there.
And look at the way the West has played out, Rob. You telling me Luka doesn't think? I mean, they were in the Western Conference Finals a year ago.
Right.
You telling me he don't think we could have been in this mix? Who knows what would have happened? And so when Kyrie got there, of course, they were horrible and they fell all the way out of the play-in. I'm just saying, if I'm Luka, Rob, I would just be like you said, my team. Now you making decisions about my team.
I'd have an issue.
I would kind of talk to the owner. I would be like, look, let's get some depth. Let's get some defenders, some shooters.
If we don't get any defenders, Chris, they're not winning anything.
They saw it. They fell out of the freaking play-in.
That's right.
From 5th to 11th.
They couldn't stop anybody last year at the end of the year.
Right. And so I would be really looking at go Mark, Nino, the GM, Nino, and Mark Cuban, of course. I'm sorry, Nico.
I was going to say Nino.
Well, I know. I said
what you
Nino.
Saying, Chris?
And I know Nico well. But
you were thinking of the general manager of a soccer team, Nino.
No? Or New Jack City. I was thinking
Rob G. What
Nino
happened?
Brown.
That's racist. No, I didn't get it. What?
But Rob, I would be like, I'd seriously be concerned about the future. Like, if they give Kyrie 3-4 years max, what if the year doesn't get any better? I mean, as bad as they were at the end of that season, what if it continues in that vein? I mean, and I would be like, look, see what type of sign and trades you can get for Kyrie, and let's bring in some defenders and some players that fit. Because I'm not sure about this, Rob.
I think they got a lot to answer, Chris. They're over a barrel, though. I will give you that. They gave up a lot for him, Chris. They got
role players, but it was a good amount.
But it was a good amount in order to make it happen, right? To make it happen. And you can't let him walk, Chris. You can't. You gave up all the, I'm like you say, not big time players, but a lot of players, important players, part of your team. You gave that up, and now you're going to let him walk? Oh, I don't think so.
Yeah, and that's the problem. But I don't know what options Kyrie has, Rob. And if I'm the man, I just cannot let him dictate this situation.
Here's the problem, Chris. You can't sign him and have him be unhappy.
No.
If he's unhappy, then
he'll take a month off.
There you go.
And it's easy to, some type of injury.
Am I right? Would he be like?
And that's what they're concerned about.
You got to have a happy Kyrie, not.
I think my ideal, Rob. I honestly think my ideal, if I'm Dallas, is to see if anybody will do a sign and trade for him. And I'm not going to get back a star, but if I can get back like 3 good players that fit what we do. I think that would be what I'm trying to do.
D'Angelo Russell, you want him?
No.
Okay.
I don't. I mean, do you? I
No.
don't think he's consistent enough in the playoffs. And so I don't want him. And I don't think the Lakers, I mean, look, they have pieces, but they're not going to give up Austin Reeves or Rui Hachimura, guys like that. But, yeah, it is. I'm sorry. This is not a good look. And Rob, it was a weird reporting because it was mentioned that the Mavs had been interested in LeBron and had thought about trying to trade for him at the deadline before the Lakers made the moves that made them good. But LeBron couldn't even be traded this season because of when he signed his extension. And so, you know what I mean? It was weird stuff going on. And I assume the Mavericks knew that. Of course you had interest. I mean, yeah, we had interest in Giannis. We had interest in Jokic. We had interest in LeBron. But you couldn't have made that move. So, strange story out of L.A.,